Hello friends, Christmas is almost upon us. I am shooting this video on Christmas Eve and it should go up on Christmas Eve. So I thought, what kind of a look do I want to do? I just want to do a get ready with me kind of video, just chatty, sitting around, drinking some coffee. And I thought, you know, let's just do something that's catering to all of us who are having a low-key Christmas at home, not doing the travel thing, not doing the big gathering thing because of COVID and everything. Let's just craft that easy, light, Christmas morning look, you know? Casual would be the word. Casual makeup, okay? So I've already moisturized my skin. Also, it is one of those days where the wind is just, you can hear it outside your window just kicking up. It's gonna be real cold here in the next couple days, but my skin has been incredibly dry lately. Mainly like my body skin, my hand skin, but I've even been feeling it in my face just a little bit. So I thought, what about the Clinique Moisture Surge? Maybe pull out some kind of BB or CC cream that gives you a little extra shot of moisture if you're feeling like I am. I wear this in the shade Universal Light, and it does have an SPF of 25. It's definitely one of the lighter coverage BB or CC creams that I have, and it does have a lot of moisture, kind of dewy. Let's try it with this Big Daddy e.l.f. brush because I hadn't gotten to show you this in my e.l.f. video. This is the large oval complexion brush. And I'm just dabbing it around. The reason why I chose a real easy, lightweight product like this is because just the blending tends to be pretty mindless. You know, you're not really having to think real hard or try real hard to make this blend into the skin and look right. All worked in. I still have a lot of presents to wrap, a lot of kids stuff to wrap. It's just hard to like find that time. But I think Bub and I are gonna have a big old present wrapping party the next couple nights after they go to bed. If you wanna come over, bring your presents, bring some wrap. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Okay, so I've got that all blended in. Can you see how I instantly look more radiant? Like I got even, what's going on with this side? Trying to be a little bloodshot today? Come on. But I put that on. I can tell there's just more moisture in the skin. It's not a lot of coverage, but everything all over just looks a little bit brighter than it did before. Then if I'm gonna do just a little quick concealer, I'm gonna pull out this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I have a backup waiting, but guys, this one is down, like down about as far as it can go. So we'll just use a little and we'll have it empty soon. And I also nearly have an empty of that Farsali Rose Gold Mist. It's not spraying out the same way, so I know that one's about done. Now I'm going to use the small e.l.f. brush. Just trying out these oval complexion brushes. Been trying them out for a little while now. They work well. I would say I don't like them quite as well as my Real Techniques Blend and Blur brushes, but they are cheaper. And they do give you kind of the same type of experience. I just like how the Real Techniques ones are like, they've got a real interesting taper that goes nearly all the way down the side, and it just makes a brush like this even easier to use and just kind of twist and turn and get all the contours of the face. But I don't dislike these from e.l.f., you know. The other night we were rewatching the bloopers from 2018, the 2018 Emily Awards bloopers, and just dying laughing. There was a musical intro for every part of those Emily Awards, and just the little stuff that went into it, and the ending where I had like Pup and Bub involved in the intros. It was just like, you could tell we were having so much fun doing that. And then trying to get Mom to take part, who, you know, she's a great support, but she's not nearly as silly as the rest of us are, so it's just fun. Okay. I'm gonna use a little bit of this e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder because I'm playing around with it. I heard some raves on this from a friend in my Instagram feed, and so I just thought, you know, let's see how good that is. The reason why I was compelled to get it was they liked it so much. I think they completely used it up, like beyond hitting pan. So I thought, well, there's my sign. I'm gonna go get it. So I'm just putting that on the T-zone and under eye and not really anywhere else. You probably can't see a whole lot of effect from it except maybe a little mattifying, but it's not adding like a lot coverage wise or anything. Then I thought I would pull out this little guy from Tarte. Do you remember these that I reviewed very early on? It might have been one of my first holiday reviews on the channel. Tarte has these adorable little, like it's a 3-pack of blush face color sets. And in each one, they come open like this, and there's 3 pans. And I really like these. I thought these were one of Tarte's best things. Obviously, I'm having to try so many, I get to try so many different holiday things because I love it. And, you know, the first things I review kind of take a back seat. But there's one of these that has a very clear blush, bronzer, and highlight. So I'm gonna just use all of those as my face colors, and heck, maybe even my eye colors. Haven't really gotten the mapping out the eye makeup part of this look, but it's gonna be light and easy. Yeah, I was asking on Twitter the other day, like, what's the best hand cream? And I got so many suggestions and recommendations. Everybody's so nice and had so many good ideas, because I've been even putting just my CeraVe moisturizing cream on, you know, the tub of the heavy duty stuff, which I think can be super good on just some other dry skin patches, or even like just dry skin patches on the face. It can really take care of it. But on my hands, it immediately feels good, but it just doesn't create a lasting help for me. My knuckles just get so dry. It's all the hand washing, and just this past year we've gotten big into going outside and walking, and I think just being outside in that dry air doesn't, you know, do it any favors either. Okay, so I've got like the bronzer on there. I'm in desperate need of some blush. Blush me. Okay, right here. Dusty rose looking. That's what we needed. My gosh, if you do nothing else, just like throw on the tinted moisturizer and some blush. Look what that does. Yes, this is matte blush in here, it looks like. And finally, we are gonna go to the highlight portion. Get a little bit of that on our Moda Highlight and Glow brush, because it's there and it's handy, and it's not another product we're digging out. We just have it for our little glowy light Christmas look. And that is a pretty highlight in there. I really like all the different little trios, but this is the one that's kind of the most well-rounded, because it does have the trifecta: bronzer, blush, and highlight. I'm tired this morning. Okay, give a little something right here on the Cupid's bow. Guys, this might be the last time for Farciali. There's hardly anything shaken. There's just like, I don't know, 1/8 of a teaspoon left down in the bottom. Let's see if we can get any out. Maybe if I hold it just right. Oh, she's done. You witnessed it. We used it up here and now. Okay. All right, it's been nice. I'm gonna put it down in my empty spin now. How satisfying. I am gonna do my brows. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Instant, no, this is what I was meaning to do. Cut my own self off. The Wow Brow from e.l.f. I've been using this kind of on top lately. The deep brown. Oh no, I think I put that I use brunette in my info box in my last video. It's deep brown that I'm using. And I had been meaning to try this just alone. So for this kind of look, why not? Let's see if it gives us like the Glossier boy brow kind of treatment here. What I see when I look at this is a very small brush that has a nice little taper, actually, more tapered than any of the other little guys, but I see a lot of fibers in it, so it really is kind of a thickening type deal. And I feel good hold out of it. Some creamy color. In fact, like, I think I got maybe just a little too much. It's tackling this one brow pretty well all by itself. When you're using stuff like this, you don't need to start right at your innermost part, because there you're likely having a little bit of fade. And so you don't want the most product to go there. Start about in the middle. I don't know how many SIU, Southern Illinois University fans actually watch my channel, but my goodness, was that a game against Butler the other night. I was standing like 95% of the game in front of my TV. I mean, and Bubba had already gone to bed. The girls were up for part of it, but Bubba and I are like, yes, we did so much like whisper screaming because we didn't want to wake him up. I mean, Butler's a Big East team. SIU, you know, a little smaller school and team in the Missouri Valley Conference. So it would have been completely understandable if they got owned during that game by Butler, but they held that lead throughout. I'm sorry to any Butler fans who were watching, but that was a big deal for our little Salukis. And then I think they play again on my birthday, December 27th, so we'll be watching that on TV. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. This is pretty creamy. If I could show you, there's a decent amount of like creamy color that comes off, but then also all these fibers, which is more than I've really seen in any of these little brow cream mascara kind of products. So we'll take that for sure. That was pretty easy. I'm gonna pop on a little bit of Milani eyeshadow primer now. And by the way, can we appreciate that the skin's looking pretty great and pretty radiant and nice, even though it was a light coverage product underneath it all. And Maybelline Age Rewind Brightener carried the load of coverage on this one. And it's still pretty darn good. But I think that's all we really want. You know, we want a little brightening. I think it's Christmas morning. I'm just trying to get some things done. On Christmas, I'm gonna throw in like a crock pot casserole, just a real easy kind of dump and go. I've never made it before, but it looked really good. I just looked on Pinterest, Christmas morning casseroles or crock pot meals, because you don't want to be out in the kitchen making a full-on breakfast when people are waiting to open gifts or needing things taken out of packages. You got multiple kids opening up presents. That stuff's got to be taken out. You got to have the scissors ready. You got to be cutting out all kinds of things. So I thought, let's do this biscuits and gravy casserole. It's like egg, cheese, biscuits, some other things in the crock pot. I'll post the recipe I'm going to use below. Oh, sausage too, and then you can make your own gravy or buy it, but you put the gravy over it in the end, and I think it'll be delicious. And then we're going to actually do like a dinner for our big Christmas meal instead of a lunch. Bub's going to be smoking a couple of different things, which we probably are going to vlog smoking the whole turkey and also a ham, so that'll be fun. But I think if we eat later in the day, it'll give him a little more time. But I'm thinking I'll just go back to my little face trio right now. Let's go into the bronzer with our E25 Sigma. And we're gonna do one of those could not be easier eye looks. Soft crease, nice and easy. And then I'll take some of this highlight. I'm just grabbing a flat brush and really get that on the innermost part. There we are. A little brightness. Okay, and then back to bronzer. Clean off your brush a little bit, and we'll just let some of that live out here on the outer part of the lid, so we don't have to be like full-on shimmer all over the lid, but just a little awakened, brightened inner part. Okay, and then today, I just feel like my eyes have a tired kind of look to them, so I'm going to pull out my BFF, the ABH double-ended, and use that matte Camille side right in here. Okay, it widens the eyes, wakes you up a little. Grab any of that concealer that collected under the eye in that little crease. Okay, now we're sitting here thinking, what's a great one-step mascara? You know, the mascara that makes life easier. I'm gonna pull out my superhero. I'm gonna first curl with the Shiseido Gold Eyelash Curler. How many of you got this as a little stocking stuffer for someone? It's so great. It's gonna be the gift. They're like, oh, an eyelash curler, nice. And then they go ahead and use it, and then they realize their life has been changed. When I say it builds up quick, that's what I'm talking about. Like a couple swipes and you've achieved it. It's worth it, guys. It's so worth it. Oh, big lashes, very few swipes. I'm just trying to get those outermost ones there. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. It's fun because I feel like a sneeze is threatening right now, right at this very moment, as my mascara gets freshly put on. This, my friends, is the place I like my lashes to be at. They look thick, they look big, they stand out, and it didn't take me a long time to get there. Okay, then I was thinking for lips, I'm probably gonna want something that I don't have to really fuss with and touch up and go over a lot. So I thought about one of these little e.l.f. sheer matte lip colors, and it's the Nude Rose shade. So I've been wearing this one a lot. It's a little deeper, called Praline Petal. The Nude Rose. Maybe like will look a little more reddish. This is my sweatshirt today. Should look like a soft kind of rosy color. It's so thin, it feels like watery, but yet you see it's totally pigmented. See what I mean about this coming off kind of like a soft red? And that just sets off the look. I'm feeling a little more blush Here we go, my loves, a light and easy Christmas morning. Ready to go, feeling fresh. This will take you through the day if you want it to. It's gonna suit the pajamas and the casual nature of things really well, but having a little lip going on, I mean, come on, it just brings the whole face up a notch. It elevates the look. You got your mascara on, your light coverage. Really the kind of look that'll take you through the rest of Christmas vacation so well. So thank you guys so much. I just wanna say I love you. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and the rest of the holiday season. Happy holidays. I know this year feels different. I hope you can find the specialness in the everyday moments. I hope you can find yourself being present, fully present, not dwelling over the past, not worried about the future, but living in the right now and understanding that we are lucky just to be here. And I hope that feeling of gratitude can take you through what could be a difficult season of missing the loved ones that we usually get to see this time of year. So thank you so much for your time here watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.